Hello my fellow nerds and welcome to the Nerd Empire. I hope you all are having a fantastic day today, and I hope you all will enjoy today's reaction video. With that being said, let's get right into it, shall we? Alright, first video we are going to react to. It is my favorite channel when it comes to the paranormal and supernatural things. It is Nuke's Top 5, and this is scary videos that'll make you pee a little. Sometimes I really wonder about the titles they come up with for their videos. It's really weird. What you doing, yo girl, huh? What you doing? For a while now, my cat has been like really just wanting constant attention. It's like she sees that I'm at my desk, but as soon as she, walks around the corner, goes into the kitchen or my bedroom, she starts meowing like I just disappeared into fucking thin air. It's like, you realize I'm right here, but you meow like I just disappeared. So, let us get right into the video, shall we?
Built in 1917, the Santa Maria Inn is one of California's oldest and reportedly most haunted hotels. Guests and staff have been reporting strange activity here for decades. Objects moving on their own, unexplained voices and footsteps echoing through the halls, and doors opening and closing for no reason. So, Martha and her husband are staying at the Santa Maria Inn with their border collie, Oreo. They're walking down a hallway when their dog starts acting a bit strange.
Tell me he's looking at them. He was looking at them. Look, he's looking at them. He's looking at the bench. Oreo's freaking out, guys. And there's somebody sitting. He doesn't want to go by it. It's alright, come on. Come on.
It's probably just getting attention to the video, no panic button. Just my new favorite for offender. Hello, Keith.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
The dog Oreo freaks out and wants nothing to do with the bench in the hotel's hallway. He jumps back, growls, and flat out refuses to go near it. But that's not all that happens in this video, because it's what they hear on the recording later that makes their skin crawl.
Oh.
You hear that?
What the f*** did he say?
On playback, as Oreo is running away from the bench, a chilling disembodied voice whispers, "Come back, come back."
It's alright, come on.
Ooh, that's freaky.
Now, Martha originally recorded this video of the dog's strange reaction over 5 years ago, but she says she only recently realized that she also captured this chilling, unexplained voice calling out for their dog.
Come on.
Unseen
It just
attack.
wanted the dog's
A new
attention.
attraction in town is sure to leave even some skeptics a little spooked. The Savannah Paranormal Museum is now open down on West Boundary. Yikes.
Savannah. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think Savannah, get rid of that bench and burn it. It might be a friendly ghost. You never know. It might have wanted the dog's attention. But if I remember correctly, I think Savannah, Georgia is considered probably one of the most, if not the most, haunted town in America.
The Savannah Paranormal Museum in downtown Savannah, Georgia is dedicated to the city's long haunted history and all things paranormal. The museum also houses a large collection of supposedly haunted artifacts and dolls from around the world, and many believe these very items have actually led to the building itself being haunted.
Oh. Yep.
But lately, activity at the museum seems to be escalating and becoming more aggressive. One more.
God, I can't stand porcelain dolls. They are the creepiest fucking thing ever. The things that are even more creepy than them are the porcelain clown dolls. I cannot. I don't understand how there are people who collect those creepy ass things.
Morning, the museum's podcast producer, JT Timmons, is working at the front desk when something happens that terrifies him.
Oh, something shoved him, I think. Like, nope, I'm done. Imagine how many traps the Ghostbusters would need here. Oh, God.
First, JT hears a call
I don't think they would have a... I don't think they'd be able to fit that in the budget.
from somewhere nearby.
See, for me, I don't think I would mind working at a place like this because I love the paranormal and supernatural. But what would keep me away from it, ultimately, is the fact that I do not know if something would attach to me and follow me home. Because as much as I love the paranormal and supernatural, I know not to fuck with it. And I'd rather not have something attached to me and just fuck with my life. Just no thank you.
And he turns to look, but there's no one there. In fact, he's the only person in the building. Then something shoves him hard into the desk. He grabs his laptop and just hurries out of the museum. Just a week later, and the group is conducting a paranormal investigation.
The top of the Ecto-1 is a trap.
Inside the Savannah Paranormal Museum. What happened?
I haven't... The only Ghostbusters I ever saw was the first Ghostbuster movie in... Hey Siri, when was the first Ghostbuster movie released? Okay, thank you. So, but yeah, okay, the one that was released back in '84, that was the one that I saw when I was a kid. But you know, I think that was in the late '90s when I saw that. But that was the only Ghostbuster movie I ever saw. I never saw the second one. I never saw the remake. I never saw any of those. So it has been literally probably about 20 to 25 years since I've seen the Ghostbuster movie.
What happens next is chilling.
Oh.
It's the do this crazy.
Oh, I saw that.
You alright?
One of the paranormal investigators is slammed in the back by an unseen force, nearly knocking him to the ground. So did the paranormal museum capture
And then not just that. You also see something go right across. At least I think that was something.
Paranormal museum captured 2 real ghost attacks on camera? You can check out their full video covering both incidents over on their YouTube
Although the thing I saw might have just been dust particles.
channel, Haunted City Studios, and judge for yourself. Invisible guest. A young woman named Sydney is invited to be a bridesmaid at a family wedding. She's thrilled, especially when she finds out that the bride's parents have rented a nice old Airbnb for her family to stay at all week. But her excitement fades fast.
That's a really nice
From the moment
house.
they arrive, Sydney notices that her dog starts acting strangely at the bottom of the staircase, as if something there is really disturbing him.
We were just out walking my dog. And when we came
That is a really nice house. That thing might be expensive. 1 and 2 are great, plus there were 2 cartoons? Oh, yep. Okay, now I remember there were cartoons. Yeah. I've seen like small parts of the cartoons, but that was with the I can't remember his name, but it was the green ghost that basically eats everything. I can't remember his name, but I saw clips, like little snippets of it back when I was a kid, of that ghost from the Ghostbusters. But I only ever saw the first Ghostbusters movie. But other than that, I haven't seen anything else. So any traps that they have, I would have no idea what the names are for them. But yeah, I've only seen the first one, and I haven't heard anything good about the remake of the all-female cast one.
Man, we heard.
Oh, I saw the bead curtains too. Because the last time I figured it was the window. Slimer, yeah, that's his name. Yeah, I've heard the remake was pretty cringe and it was pretty bad. I mean, don't get me wrong. I know they can do a good Ghostbuster movies with an all-female cast, but I haven't heard anything good about it, and I heard that they just did a really awful job with it. Oh.
Some unseen force seems to suddenly pull the dog's leash upward before it falls back around the dog's neck.
Now, I've said this in a lot of other Nuke's Top 5 videos that I react to, but people need to understand just how much energy it takes for a paranormal entity to do just that. Because it takes a lot more force and energy for an entity, ghost, whatever it may be, to just barely move a cup. For it to fling something like that, it takes just as much, if not more, energy. And it takes a lot of energy just for them to gather power enough just to do that. So it takes a lot. And a lot of people don't understand that. So the remake is like that one aunt who tries to force terrible jokes. That's funny. Good analogy.
The clip alone is creepy enough, but if you listen closely, right before the leash seems to be yanked upward, you can hear what sounds like footsteps running up the old wooden staircase.
Oh yeah, I heard the steps too. I don't know if they were going up the stairs. I think they were going back down to the dog.
Sydney has no idea what could have made the dog's leash fly upward like that.
Okay, so this is the leash.
That seems like a pretty weak leash for a big dog like that.
If this moves, I'm literally going to run.
I'm gonna laugh if it does move.
There she goes again. I don't think the leash is gonna move, but she's definitely sensing something.
Again, the dog reacts as if there is something there, but Sydney can't figure out what's going on. However, she's starting to notice a pattern. The dog only freaks out at the bottom of the stairs, never near the top.
I just found a door back here. So I don't think that it's what's on the stairs. I think it's something that's underneath. The door is locked. Obviously it's an Airbnb, so they lock a lot of the doors up.
As she looks around, she realizes that there's a locked door at the back of the stairs. Sydney and her sister decide to investigate the strange door, and what they find is absolutely chilling.
So this is the switch. You guys can see their light is on right there. I wonder if it's...
Oh, did you hear that? Listen carefully, because I heard it. There was a little whisper. I don't know what it said, but there was a little whisper, like half a second after a camera entered into the room.
Just maybe there's someone right behind the door. Oh my god.
As Sydney pulls her phone back, someone seems to turn the doorknob and yank the door. Sydney is terrified. She thinks that maybe there's someone else in the Airbnb with them.
I sent the video to the landlord of the Airbnb asking, like, hey, is there someone else renting it out as well as us or what? Because there's a room under the stairs that we can't get into. It's locked. So I didn't know. And basically he was like, no, you guys are the only ones that are in the Airbnb right now, like booked out for the week. So
now Sydney begins to wonder if they caught something paranormal when they had the bizarre encounter at the door. They go back to record again, and this is where things take a terrifying turn.
yeah. Scary. Okay. Okay, every time we've knocked before, this doorknob would turn a little bit.
See, here's the thing. Why doesn't she just let the camera stay, recording in the room as she knocks? Instead, she pulls it out and then knocks and then waits and then puts the camera back in the room. That makes no sense. Oh, uh-oh. Oh. Oh.
Suddenly, something yanks the phone right out of her hand.
I didn't know there was a staircase.
Then there's a second pull, just enough to start the phone sliding down what looks like a set of stairs on the other side of the door. And then, weirdest of all, the phone seems to lift back up and point toward the door before dropping again. Sydney calls the owner and he comes over to unlock the door and retrieve her phone. But it turns out that the door doesn't exactly lead to a little room under the stairs. It actually leads to a dark, creepy basement. And while it's open, Sydney notices some strange scratches on the bottom of the door. Sydney and her family have now left the old Airbnb and returned home. But just what did they encounter? Was it something supernatural? As always,
You gotta wonder what the if they showed this to the owner of the home, you gotta wonder what the owner of the home thought of this, because if I was the owner of a home and something like this happened in my own home, I would more than likely be calling an exorcist, or at least some sort of paranormal expert to come and investigate my home, and if they found sufficient evidence that there was an entity that was somewhat malevolent or anything close to malevolent, then I would I would get like a priest or something that's you know, within the field of exorcism, or an exorcist expert or something like that, to come and exorcise the house or bless the house or something, because I'm not going to live in a home where I have to worry on a daily basis that something might happen and then it escalates to something that might actually affect how I live. It's just like, no, thank you.
You decide. It's cold outside, but you can keep warm in some all-new Nuke Stop 5 merch. Now, of course, we have t-shirts, hoodies, and coffee mugs, but we also have blankets, pillows, and long sleeves. We've even got stockings and wrapping paper. Anyway, shipping is free, and be sure to order by December 10th to get delivery before Christmas. Go to nukestop5.com to shop now. Or, you know, like whenever you feel like it. Maybe after the video. Hitcher.
What was that, sir?
That's not human! That's not human!
So this next audio clip was actually sent to me months ago, and I ignored it. I figured it was another fake, over-the-top 911 creature encounter story. But after it kept getting sent in to me over and over, I finally decided to look into it. And it turns out this is a real 911 call. The call was made in Pender County, North Carolina on July 31st, 2021 at around 11 p.m. And Snopes.com actually confirmed it with the Pender County Sheriff's Office. It is maybe the weirdest 911 call I have ever heard. Take a listen.
Pender County 911, what's the address of your emergency?
I'm driving on 210. I just crossed the Black River, and I thought I saw a guy standing on the side of the road bleeding.
Okay, where are you at, sir?
I'm on 210. I just crossed the Black River. I'm heading towards 53E. I just passed Patriots Watch.
Okay, so you're over near Morse Creek?
Yes.
Okay. And did you saw a man standing on the side of the road?
What the?
What was that, sir?
That's not human! That's not human!
Sir, are you okay, sir?
There's something in the bed of my truck!
Okay, what's in the road?
No, it's not in the road, it's in my truck. In the bed.
There's something in the bed of your truck?
Yes, ma'am, I just turned on my bed lights for my truck and there's something in my bed.
Okay, sir, when you say something, what do you mean?
I just knocked it off of the bed of my truck and went over my roof.
Okay, what was it?
Now again, this call is verified. It is a real 911 call. But obviously, that doesn't mean that everything the caller said is verified. According to the man, he first saw what looked like an injured person on the side of the road. And then out of nowhere, a pale humanoid figure with sunken eyes and no nose or ears jumped into the bed of his truck and pressed its face right against the back glass. He says he slammed on the brakes and the thing flew over the cab, hit the road, got up, and ran into the woods. The YouTube channel Carolina Case Files actually confirmed the report with Pender County Sheriff Alan Cutler.
About 11 o'clock p.m. that evening, a call came into our 911 dispatch of an individual standing on the side of the road, and it appeared to be bleeding. Now, he stated he was traveling 55 or 60 mile an hour, so I can see how traveling at that speed in the dark, it would be difficult
yeah, it does.
to exactly identify what he saw. But he stated that it looked like a human being standing there with streaks of blood coming down. It is very hard to listen to that call, to that 911 tape, without becoming somewhat unnerved. It actually bothered me the first time that I heard it.
Now, obviously, there's no way to verify what the man...
I mean, listening to it, it's very hard to believe, but you listen to the tone of the man's voice and you can tell that it's like it sounds like he's not acting, like he's being genuine, because he sounds like he's actually terrified. But it's without, you know, solid physical evidence, it is hard to believe that it's real. So it's like you have to believe him because he sounds very genuine in the tone of his voice, but you also have a hard time believing him, but because what he says that he saw, it's hard to prove that it's real because it's just not there.
Saw. But keep in mind, he stayed on the line with 911, pulled over, and actually met up with sheriff's deputies. And he wasn't arrested for making a false report or for being under the influence of anything. So what exactly happened out there? Sheriff Cutler says people in that area report strange things all the time.
For years, the residents and people out there in the Curry area near the battlefield have reported seeing things and hearing things that they couldn't exactly understand.
You can watch a full deep dive on this case over.
The other thing is we don't know, like, a lot of these supernatural creatures that people say they see, like in forests, mines, or whatever. We have to take them with a grain of salt because we can't necessarily prove that they exist without capturing one and bringing it to light and showing the world, hey, this thing exists. It's right here. So it's hard to believe these things, but, you know, there are many recordings of noises and stuff that try and prove these things exist, but without an actual physical corporeal thing, it's hard to believe that it does.
On the YouTube channel, Carolina Case Files. Pulled from a dream. Nuke's Top 5 viewer Nikolai says that ever since they moved his young daughter Hannah into her own room, the nursery camera has been catching some very strange things at night. One evening as Hannah sleeps, the camera records this.
Man, that was a hell of a jerk.
Little Hannah's foot seems to be pulled by something. Pulled so hard that not only does the crib move, but it even shakes the camera several feet away.
Yeah, a baby alone doesn't have that much explosive power in their sleep to do that. No, something had to have pulled it.
She wakes up screaming from the sudden jolt. Now, normally I would just dismiss a video like this as a child kicking in her sleep. But again, this pull is so violent that it actually shakes part of the room. And her leg doesn't even seem to make contact with the bed. So it's hard to believe that a toddler could create that much force on her own.
Yeah, no.
But is it supernatural? As always, you decide.
I don't think a child that young has that much explosive power to do that when they're lying down, to shake their entire crib along with the camera. No, unless they are fully awake and intentionally doing it, no, they don't have the power to do that in their sleep.
If you see something that you think would be perfect for the top 5, email me at nukestop5@gmail.com. You can also tag me on TikTok at nukestop5official, and be sure to tag me only at nukestop5official because there are a lot of fake accounts on there. What waits in the shadows? A woman named Sarah cleans rental homes for a realtor whenever tenants move out. But there's a house that she keeps getting called back to because renters never seem to stay there for long, always breaking their leases and leaving early. The realtor has never explained why. Sarah decides to film a quick tour of the house, and she starts to realize why no one ever stays.
Esta casa se ha limpiado muchísimas veces
because people
porque
break their contract.
rompe el contrato a la gente. Ay, no mames. Ya es noche. Estoy sola. Chingados estoy. No hay nada. Me dio cosas esa pinche puerta. ¿Dónde está la luz acá? Chingada madre. Ahí está. Ok, ahorita les voy a enseñar. Esta es una recámara. Se está poniendo ahorita tenso. Ahorita les voy a enseñar.
It looks like a really nice place too.
Hey, ¿andan acá? No mames. Espérenme. Iba a dejar grabando, pero la neta ya me está dando cosa. Se escucha el ruido para acá.
Yeah, normally after seeing one thing that happens in a place, like you see a door move or everything, it automatically makes you tense for everything else. It makes you so on guard.
No sé qué sea.
Like every dark corner, every door, window, blind, anything, you are so worried that something might move and it'll freak you out.
Escucha mucho ruido. Tengo que ir a apagar la luz de ella porque se está poniendo ya. Ay, no. Creo que voy a regresar mañana mejor. Ya me voy a la
You'd rather come back tomorrow.
First, the door to the toilet opens on its own, but Sarah shrugs it off. Then a creepy voice can be heard mumbling.
It's weird that there's a door to just the toilet. That is really weird. I have a friend who lived at an apartment that was haunted. That must have been stressful as hell.
Something indistinct.
Entonces, el señor
Oh, I didn't even hear that.
dice que ya van varias.
But again, Sarah doesn't notice. But then Sarah does notice an odd tapping sound from somewhere in the house and goes to investigate.
Se escucha el ruido para acá. No sé qué sea. Escucha mucho
I think a lot of the stuff probably is originating from that dark room there.
ruido.
Did you see it? As Sarah goes to investigate the strange tapping sound, something in the dark bedroom seems to peek out at her and then duck back inside.
I didn't even notice
But in
that.
the dark, even Sarah doesn't see it. And just to confirm that this isn't pareidolia or just something already in the room, earlier in this video, Sarah filmed into the same room, and there was nothing there. A few moments later, another door.
The ghost gave a curry order? Or odor? Order. Curry odor. Huh. It is weird that a ghost would give off a smell like that.
Opens on its own, and Sarah has had about enough of the creepy house. She just heads for the door. But did Sarah capture a haunted house that renters just won't stay in? Let me know what you think. Scary videos. This is where all the videos go that are not necessarily scary, but are just weird, or funny, or neither. First up, a young woman says that she was playing with a Ouija board earlier.
Oh, God. I've said this in many videos, but any place I ever live in, I will never, ever allow a Ouija board in. I just, no. I will never allow a Ouija board. Fuck that. I do not want to mess with the paranormal and the supernatural. No, thank you. I love the paranormal and the supernatural, but I won't fuck with it. Because I know better.
Earlier in the night. And then as she's...
And there's one mistake a lot of people seem to make when it comes to the Ouija board, is that they get freaked out and then they immediately abandon it, which is not a good idea. Because you've opened the portal or the gate to the thing, to what the Ouija board creates. And in order to close that and close the session and everything, you have to say goodbye and land on goodbye, because that closes it. But a lot of people get too freaked out, they stop, and they throw it away, which is never a good idea. You're supposed to end the session. I will never touch one of those. It's amazing. The age they have it at is I think if I remember correctly, is what, 3 to 5 years old to start at? You're letting 3 to 5 year olds mess with the fucking supernatural? What the fuck is wrong with you? You're dooming the poor kids.
Recording herself in her car, singing along to her favorite song, she sees a pair of glowing eyes right behind her. Okay, never mind. Those aren't glowing eyes. That's just a headrest. Moving on. Now, if you're like me, you're loving the new series It, Welcome to Derry. And if so,
I honestly did not know that there was a It TV series until I saw clips of it like a week or so ago. So I didn't even know that there was a TV series for Stephen King's It.
you also might enjoy this.
Oh my god, it is that. Oh my god! Stay away! No! No!
Hey, Georgie. Georgie.
Hey, Georgie. It's the generational trauma for my generation. It's like that and fucking Final Destination. Nobody in my generation will drive behind a fucking log truck just because of that fucking movie. It is amazing how many things have traumatized my fucking generation.
And finally, they say that sometimes just dealing with yourself is the scariest thing you can do.
They're supposed to start recording before the green screen comes up. Supposed to.
Who filter?
So that's all for this week. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you back here next time.
Oh, that's funny. That was good. I only saw the old version with Tim Curry. Yeah, that's the one I saw, and that's the one that made me fucking hate clowns. But I did see the one with Bill Skarsgård, and from what I've heard, Tim Curry, if he could have, he would have given Bill Skarsgård a standing ovation for his portrayal of Pennywise the clown. After I heard that, I was like, okay, I'll see the remake of it, because if Tim Curry had that kind of reaction to Bill Skarsgård's Pennywise, then you know what? I think it's worth seeing it. Because Tim Curry did a fantastic job as Pennywise. Still fucking hate clowns, though. Well, that is the end of this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to give a like and subscribe. I post videos 3 to 5 days a week here. I also post videos over on my other channel for gaming as well, so please make sure to give that a look-see, see if you enjoy that as well. I also stream anywhere from 3 to 5 days a week as well. Links to all my social medias will be on my YouTube page. And with that being said, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.